I just want to say, like, morally, I don't feel like most men should, like, take a mic and talk. Like, I don't. But I really, when he does it, I really like it. And he's one of the good ones, and he's one of my faves. Can we go absolutely fucking crazy for Jonah Eggleston?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. That's incredibly kind. Are we doing good out there? We're good? No, thank you. All right, let's see. Are we drinking out there? Okay, very nice. I'm trying to slow down on drinking just because I'm getting a bit older and I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. But because I'm stopping drinking, I'm starting to miss a lot of things I would do when I drank. Like, one of my favorite things after a night of drinking used to be to just run home while drunk. A couple of people will back me up on it. There's just something about 2, 3 a.m. just coming home from the bar. Like I said, I loved doing it, but you know who did not love it was any woman on my path. No other way to put it. They think their night just took a turn for the worst. I am a man. I am trying to learn and get better. And if there is one thing I have learned about women, it is that they do not like it when you sprint at them. Full speed with a glazed over look in your eyes. They freak out, you know? Hey, women, am I right, fellas? No, I'm not a very assertive guy. And I know this because waitresses often take my food while I'm eating it. And one of these days, I'm gonna say something. I don't know what it is about my vibe, but as soon as I walk in a restaurant, waitresses, they're always just like, oh. Looks like baby couldn't finish his chicken fingers, could he? It's like, well, be that as it may. I was gonna save him for lunch tomorrow, so please dig him out the garbage can for me. I'm like the only friend that moved away from my hometown, so I already have some FOMO just seeing my friends do things without me, but I found out recently that after I moved away, my friend group replaced me with my dad. Like 1-to-1, as soon as I moved away, they were like, who can we get who looks like Jonah but has matured past his character flaws? And they brought in Danny. And they love him, you know? The group dynamic did not change one bit. I wasn't supposed to find out about it, but I saw my dad tagged in an Instagram post. You're not supposed to see your dad in a post. You're not supposed to see your parents go straight from no social media to a Finsta. But there my dad was. He was in my friend's back middle seat. On the way to see a movie. I'll call home and talk to my parents, and my dad will cut the conversation short because he has to go hang with the boys. He shouldn't have boys. He had 3. Those were his sons. I don't know. I just feel like this is a good piece of advice, you know. If you're out there and you're my dad, I miss you. No. If you're out there and you're my dad, you shouldn't find yourself talking to my mom. Like, she shouldn't have clarifying questions. She shouldn't be like, who are you talking about? The 3 sons we lovingly raised together, or your new Xbox friends? But that's who he's hanging out with, you know? But if I'm like, hey, what's the deal? Why are you going to play basketball with them? He's like, what do you want me to say? They needed a 5th man. It's like, so did our family of 5. Right? No, it kind of feels like, have you ever heard that saying where it's like, oh, your personality is just the combination of the 5 people you hang out with the most? It feels like after I moved away, my dad looked at my friend group and was like, oh, 5 other pasty white losers? I'll build a new son. I was told that I dress poorly recently. I wouldn't laugh so quick. Okay. I wasn't told it directly, but I did go to Buffalo Exchange, and they let me know. I mean, you guys know about Buffalo Exchange, right? For anyone who doesn't, basically it's this store where you can go sell your old clothes so that someone younger and hotter can wear them. But that's not their main goal. That's not what they try to do. Their main objective is to just provide a safe space for women with septum piercings to bully you. Which, listen, I like that as much as the next guy. Truthfully, more than the next guy. But, no. I walked in with a full trash bag full of clothes, and while they're going through them, they hold up one of my shirts, call over all the other employees. They all laugh and throw it in a pile. Which, is not how you want to be treated when you hope to earn money, but I sat there and I took it like a good little boy. And, eventually they go through all these clothes and they have this huge pile in front of them. And they call you over and they're like, hey, we can offer you $4 for this. And they're almost offended for you. They're like, I sure hope you didn't pay more than $4 for all this. It's like, I paid $5 to park. And as embarrassing as it is to get that $4 offer, it is so much more embarrassing when you take them up on it. To be a guy who dresses poorly and could use $4 right now is humiliating. But anyway, I take the receipt to go get my $4 from the cashier, and they do give it to me. They give me my $4 in quarters. Is the cruelty part of this? But you can't say anything. You just got to jingle your fist and be like, this will help for parking. Thank you. And then they make you bag up all the clothes they didn't take. So I'm leaving with a trash bag equal weight to when I walked in. And they try to raise your hopes on the way out to be like, oh, and we had a nice little interaction today. Because I'm leaving with a trash bag, and they're like, hey, kid, wait. Yeah? Kill yourself. Oh, don't worry, I might. No. Things are going okay. I just recently got kicked out of my apartment. And not because I did anything wrong, but for the second time in my life, I received a text from my landlord that he is getting a divorce and needs to move back in. I have got to stop renting from men on the brink of divorce. But as we know, that is every landlord in this city. Well, every landlord I've ever had since I moved here is just a mid-40s guy going through a very tumultuous period, He's been a pretty cool guy up to this point, so he's trying to text me to coordinate the move. There's just something very upsetting about, in a text conversation, finding out that your bedroom will soon be the bedroom of an 8-year-old boy. Yeah, actually, it's a room for a big boy. And he's trying to get all these sympathy points, too, by being like, oh, it's going to be hard to raise a kid in a broken home. I was like, well, so maybe you haven't been getting my texts about the HVAC and the deadbolt and the refrigerator. This is a broken home. This kid's life isn't going to get any better, At a certain point, why bring the kid into this? How about you bring a pretty cool roommate? I don't want to move. I just hate moving, I don't know if I hate moving or if I just hate asking my friends for help, because I've been that guy that has to help a friend move, and it sucks, right? I don't know. I'll put it this way: if my boss asked me to do that much physical labor, and then at the end of the day tried to pay me with 2 slices of Little Caesars, I would fist fight them. No, but because it's your friend going through a breakup, you got to help out. So. No, I just moved into a new place. My upstairs neighbor is trying to get me on the Citizen app. She's like, oh, dangerous neighborhood. By the way, we live within 500 feet of a school. Actually, not a lot of guys can claim that. One of the good ones, like she said. I don't know. I just can't get into the Citizen app, I don't think there should be a safe space for narcs or neighborhood watch. But also because every time I've ever gotten on the Citizen app, I've never once seen a real crime. You know, all of it is just like alert, man with brick. Okay, so a guy can't pick up a cool rock anymore? Hey, liberals, come and take it. No. No. I get asked out by a lot of men in the grocery store. Okay. Maybe not a lot, but probably more than most of you. Ladies, you were right. Men these days, they will not leave you alone. Right? You cannot buy a scented candle in peace without some man trying to talk your ear off. And they always come up to me, and they always start the conversation the same way. They always say, hey, I don't know if you're gay. And I stop them right there, and I say, buddy, you don't know if I'm gay? I don't know if I'm gay. Now, how about you and me get to the bottom of this? Or the top. I don't know. No, I am a straight guy, but like a lot of straight guys, I did have a gay experience in college. You know how we all went through that, right? Right? No, when I was in college, my gay experience was that somebody told me Beyonce was pregnant, and I clapped. And thank God I got it all out of my system then. Dipped my big toe in, and I said, that's not for me. Right? No, I am a straight guy. I do have a girlfriend, which is very nice. I'm a very anxious guy, but I'm not in therapy. But my girlfriend is in therapy, which means I don't have to be. Therapy, that's like a Netflix account, all right? One per household, all right? We can fix all of our problems with this. I am a very anxious guy, so I was telling my girlfriend one night about how I needed to text my friends around 8 p.m. one night. I was like, but I don't want to text them right at 8 because then they'll know I've been planning the whole day to send this text. I was like, but I also don't want to text them at 8:05, 8:10, or 8:15 because then they'll know I tried to pick a cool time. So I was like, I'm going to send a text to my friends at 8:13 p.m. Does that sound good? And my girlfriend was just like, you know, I could ask my therapist for Prozac for you. I was like, yeah, that would actually fix all my problems, probably. I don't know. I realized I probably should do therapy, but I'm not bought into it, you know? I don't want to do it over a computer screen. I don't want to do any of that BetterHelp stuff. I mean, maybe I should. I mean, are any of the men in here in therapy? Okay, like 2. Hey, to the rest of the fellas, stay strong. Now, maybe this is a crazy idea, but to the rest of the fellas in here, what if we shared a BetterHelp login? Imagine what we could accomplish as fully fixed men. We might finally run this damn place, you know? No, I don't think I want to do it on the computer, you know? Why do I want to talk to some nerd on a computer screen about how I'm, like, scared of dying? You know, at that point, if I'm already in front of my laptop, like, I would much rather just get on Yahoo Answers. You know? Like, why do I want to talk to someone about how I'm scared of dying when I can just read firsthand from somebody who's like, hey, man, I've died. I met God, you know? You've got nothing to worry about. That just seems like better advice to me, you know? And I loved Yahoo Answers. And I do say loved because, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but they did just recently shut down Yahoo Answers. I know. I feel like that's going to be our generation's burning of the library at Alexandria. We lost a lot of knowledge that day, which is very sad. But like a phoenix from the ashes, as soon as we lost Yahoo Answers, we did get Reddit. And I love Reddit. Reddit has the best, most well-explained disinformation I have ever read. It is so good. I got on there because I don't know, I went to the dentist and they told me I had some issues, so I was like trying to figure out if I should get a toothpaste with fluoride in it. And there's this big, huge, like 5-paragraph answer that's like, hey, there's a lot of misinformation out there around fluoride. Truthfully, studies have shown that anywhere between like 0 and 6 parts per million has been shown to be perfectly safe and increase bone density and oral care. And then you keep going down through the paragraphs, and it's like, now if you go above 10 parts per million, it can turn you gay. and you read all those paragraphs, and you're like, wow, so it was the toothpaste. Thank God I switched to Crest. Right? No wonder all these dentists can't agree on anything, you know? Yeah. 4 of them agree that the 5th one is acting a little, you know. No, I do have a girlfriend. I'm a monogamous guy. Can we make some noise for monogamy? Can we absolutely blow the roof off of this place for old-fashioned monogamy? I do. No, I can't really do the polyamorous stuff. Not because I think it's morally wrong. In fact, it's probably a little bit correct. But you know, I just don't like polyamory because I don't know if this makes sense. But every polyamorous dude I've ever met in my life kind of seems like what would happen when you let the "Where's my hug" guy amass too much power. I don't even know how you get a polycule started. My best guess at this point is to just send a mass text and just say, you know who would make a great girlfriend? The girl reading this. Oh, wow. 5 responses. This is great. I have been dating the same person for a while now, and it's been very nice to just slowly get to know a person over time. Just because, you know, when you first start dating somebody, there's that, like, false version of yourself that you put on. That isn't, like, necessarily you, you know? Like, I remember when my girlfriend and I first started dating, she found one of my porn searches. And she came up to me with my phone in her hand. Never a good sign. And she says, like, hey, I just want you to know I found this on your phone, and if this is the kind of messed up stuff you're into, that's fine, but I just feel like we should get it out in the air. And again, I'm not mad, but I just feel like we should talk about it if this is the kind of crazy stuff you're into. And my whole time in my head, I'm like, what could I possibly have searched? And eventually she flips around my phone, and it's just the word MILFs. But this was so early on in our relationship that I tried to play it off. I was like, ew. Disgusting. Me into the most normal thing you can search? Babe, I would never. By the way, a MILF in porn basically just means a girl who is 27. I was fully apologizing for being attracted to a woman my age. But that's just like at the beginning of the relationship, you know? Eventually that goes away over time. You know, recently my girlfriend and I, we went to one of those romantic bookstores. Smut. and smut is porn for girls. My girlfriend said she wanted to read more this year. I didn't know she'd be jacking off all the time, but okay. You know, women are allowed to read and be horny on the train. If a man does it, they call the police, but double standard. Anyway, we're going through the bookstore, mostly her, you know. I'm kind of playing on my phone a little bit. I picked up a few of the books, of those romance books. By the way, not a lot of romance happening. A lot of sentences where it's like, how about we put your holes to use, my kitten? I'm gonna be honest, that felt gross to say. I feel like I gotta take a shower after this. Anyway, eventually my girlfriend picks up one of these books, and she's like, this sounds crazy. She's like, this one's about this couple who has to move back in with the guy's parents, and while they're there, she starts an affair with the dad. Isn't that crazy? And I was just like, yeah, that's crazy, because if I was the guy in that book, I would kill myself. Like, my girlfriend and my dad, my two favorite people hanging out without me. And the people that own these bookstores, they do not like it when you threaten to kill yourself. So we were kind of kindly asked to leave, and we're outside, and my girlfriend, she's like, why did you like freak out about that? And she's like, it's just a book. She was like, plus, if I know the tropes of the genre, the boyfriend's gonna find out, and he's not even gonna care, and they're just gonna end up having a threesome. I was like, oh yeah, you lost me with the affair, but you won me back with the incest. It was this very bizarre scenario where my girlfriend was describing a porn situation so much more fucked up than anything I search. I'm pretty sure if I got on Pornhub and it was just like real incest dad threesome, they'd call the cops. Anyway. So I am done apologizing for my little MILF search. Sorry. Is MILF so bad? The answer is yes. Any and all porn is bad. Anybody who watches it will go to hell. Anyway, my girlfriend, she's trying to get me into astrology. And yeah, I don't know if I believe her. I do want to, Like on one hand, do I believe that the planets can predetermine my entire personality? No. But do I believe in a woman's ability to hate me based on one or two facts? Yeah. That kind of feels the same at the end of the day. I feel like women like astrology because it's the one topic they can mansplain to us. As soon as we're out at dinner and they're like, you're acting like such a Libra rising. I'm like, all right, I'll shut up. You win. I don't know, anytime I'm having a bad day, just to humor my girlfriend, I will Google, is Mercury in retrograde? And it is, It always is. Oh, the last time I was having like a bad day, I got rejected from my dream job. I missed the bus. I came blood. And all of those affected me in different ways. The thing is, you do realize that it is blood immediately. But also, you can't stop coming. You kind of just have to watch it come out and be like, this can't be good. Anyway, I had no idea what to do. So my girlfriend, she works from home. She has a very stressful job with long hours. And, sometimes I will hear her crying through the wall because of how stressful her day is going. So really the last thing she wants is me knocking on her door being like, hey, I was watching a movie on my laptop and the craziest thing happened. And my girlfriend, she did not care. Thought a girl could relate to bleeding out of your genitals, but she didn't really offer much sympathy. Anyway, she was like, I don't know what to do. I don't have a doctor in town, so I can't go to one of those. I can't. I'm not going to start my relationship with a doctor on that note. I'm not going to call around to a bunch of doctors' offices in town and be like, hey, do you look at dicks? I think mine's broke, So we agreed to do the thing that you're not supposed to do. We got on WebMD. And I typed came blood, and immediately it did come back with, did you mean blood in semen? I was like, yeah, I forgot I was talking to a doctor. And I keep reading, and it was like, hey, first thing you need to do, don't freak out, jerk off again. Which I think definitely goes to show WebMD is just some guy. There's no way that would be a real doctor's advice, A real doctor would never be like, hey, have you tried jerking off about it? It can't hurt. Oh, it did hurt? Well, at least you'll get to see a pretty fun movie, Anyway, long story short, it didn't happen again. I did do it, You are not supposed to jerk off under life or death circumstances, but somehow I mustered the courage, And it didn't happen again, but I also don't like that that's just a thing that can happen to me now. And I don't like that the official doctor's diagnosis was just like, hey man, dicks, they be doing that. You know? Have you tried turning it on and off again? No. Anyway, so I believe in astrology. That's the point of all that. I just turned 30. Thank you. I took too long of a pause. I kind of waited for the woos. I'm getting greedy up here. I don't know. I did just turn 30. I didn't know being 30 years old would be this embarrassing. You know, every part of my day is so demeaning when it doesn't have to be. Even the small stuff of like going to shop at Walgreens. By the way, I also know how much of a 30-year-old man thing this is, to turn 30 and immediately start complaining about Walgreens. You know, I don't know why, but I woke up when I was 30 and I was just like, yeah. You know the problem with kids these days? Kids these days just want to wham bam without saying thank you, ma'am. No, but it is embarrassing to shop at Walgreens, just because, you know, they lock everything up. So first I have to like hit a button and ask a teenager for permission to smell nice this month. And they come over and they're like, which one do you want me to get for you? And the whole time I'm trying to rack my brain for the most grown-up way to say the one with the wolf on it. I'm a grown man, you know. Why are my only choices swag or a wild animal, you know? I don't know, I still buy condoms at Walgreens. Is this a condom crowd? I'm gonna be honest, that could not have been more humiliating. Truthfully, you all could have lined up and called me a loser one by one. And my ego would have been better. But I do still buy condoms, but you know, they don't make condoms for the 30-year-old guy, you know? All condoms are like marketed towards a guy who barely knows what sex is. Not like me. You know. But you know what I mean? Like they all have some gimmick where it's like, oh, this one is ribbed for her pleasure. And it's like, who's the guy out there that's been like, man, I've been having sex with all of these women. Not one has experienced pleasure. Sometimes I think, is it my fault? But then I remember, no, I've been buying the ones without any damn ribs on them. And women go feral for ribs. I do not know where the clit is, and quite frankly, I refuse to learn. That's a job for the ribs. And I am but a humble conduit, so. No, I do still wear them just because, like I've been saying, I'm a very anxious guy. I don't want to have like a pregnancy scare. I don't want to catch an STD. And I get it. Like STDs, they're a very normal part of life. Some of my best friends have STDs. And do I treat them worse because of that? Yeah. All right, one of us lived college to the fullest. Well, one of us played the long game, right? One of us doesn't have to start all of our first dates by breaking bad news. Yeah. As I've been getting older, I've been trying to get a little bit better about my health. And so I found a doctor, and I went to the doctor because I was having trouble breathing for a few months, kind of. You know, I was really kicking the can down the road on that, but anyway, I go to the doctor, and they gave me a bunch of allergy tests, and it turns out I have no allergies except for an extreme dust allergy. And they told me all I have to do, if I want to feel normal, all that I have to do is wash my sheets 3 times a week. I would have rather received a terminal diagnosis. 3 times a week is insane. Does anyone here wash their sheets once a week? Okay, exactly. We all have jobs. There's not that much time in the day, you know? I can't dry a comforter. I've got plans this weekend. I gotta play on my phone. You know? I'm busy. I do got to get better about my phone. I am on that thing like 9 hours a day. You know? And you get those weekly screen time reports, and not only does it say, how much you were on it on average over the last week, but you can also look at additional details, and it'll tell you stuff like how many times you pick it up in a day. So that you can see like, oh, you're a person who gets a lot of notifications. Maybe if you turn notifications off, you would check your phone less. And when I look at those numbers, I am straight up on it 9 hours a day, picking it up twice. I wake up, I look at it. I guess at some point I drop it. Just kind of get right back to it, No, I'm trying to be a little bit better about my time on the phone. I've been playing a lot of online chess recently. Any other intellectuals in the crowd? Okay, couple. Wait, do you mind if I ask what's your rating? Not good. Not good. Too embarrassed to even say the number. Okay. What? Okay, yes, you're too embarrassed. I am not good at online chess either. I'm a very dumb guy. And I know this because you can kind of back me up on this, but when you play chess online, a lot of people's usernames will be like their name followed by the year they were born. So like my username would be Jake Eggleston 1994. And I am getting beaten by a lot of boys under 12. A lot of Ryan M 2013s are kicking my ass. and they're letting me know while it happens, They're sending me messages where it's like, how does it feel to be beat by a middle schooler? I always message back, and I'm like, you know what, kid? Talk to me when you touch a boob, okay? And he'll message back right away and say, I have. It was your mom's. I said, no wonder this kid's so good at chess. He's thinking 20 moves ahead of me. No. Something else I like that they do on the chess websites is they'll show you a flag for where your opponent is currently playing from. That's how you know chess is a gentleman's sport. No other online game would tell you that. Could you imagine if Call of Duty told you the race of your opponent? They'd have to shut voice chat off immediately. Oh, you're Azerbaijani? Well, let me Google one thing about that country. It turns out you just have to call them Armenian, and they lose it. I'm in an all-male group chat. One of the good ones, let me say. I love my all-male group chat. We're all kind of at that age now where every few months somebody will just send a photo of their engagement, and then nobody says anything. Nobody says anything for like 2.5 hours until somebody just responds, guess that proves it, Brian's not gay. Immediate 18 likes. No. But those are my best friends, They have such a way with words. I don't know, they are my very good friends, but my all-male group chat is going through a bit of a breakup right now. It's just very sad. We hate to see men fight, They're going back and forth because they don't like the way one of my friends lashes out or, belittles people when he gets his feelings hurt. And, sometimes I'll see them going back and forth in the chat for forever. And part of me just wants to scream out and be like, will you guys look around? You're in a group chat called The Real Pimps Bar and Lounge. This isn't a place for feelings. This is a place for 20 high school friends to just say nice. Back and forth, right? Place for 20 friends to say, might have 2 beers. Hell yeah. And I know there's this like societal idea that men are very bad at sharing their feelings. And I don't know what it says about me that as soon as I see men really clearly articulating how they feel with one another, my deep guttural reaction is to just be like, shut up. You are ruining the pimp's lounge. One of my friends just recently got cast on The Bachelorette. A very cool deal. Who here watches The Bachelorette? Mostly the women. Sorry, this is not a joke for the women. Fellas, you gotta watch this show. It is more than any other show on TV by and for the boys. More than Monday Night Football, more than Spike TV. I don't know what men watch, but my point is you got to watch it, you know? Basically just these 20 guys show up to this mansion, and at first they're like, 20 guys and one girl? What is this, an open mic? But then they just start to enjoy one another's company. It's really sweet, you know? Like the girl, she'll try to get one-on-one time with each of them, and they don't want to speak to her at all. They're like, come on, we're seeing who can do the coolest dunk into the pool, you know? I mean, they've got one of every type of guy on that show, you know? One of every type of white guy. You know, they've got like a chef, they've got a maintenance guy, they've got a doctor for if anyone hurts themselves during flag football. I mean, before the girl ruins things, it's basically just this male utopia, you know? And if I was in that mansion, I would say, fellas, barricade the doors. Are we really gonna let this girl who we hardly know tear us apart? And you know what, while she's not here, we should all practice kissing. My friend, he wasn't allowed to tell us he got cast on the show because they have a very weird casting process for that. You know, basically, they go city to city, and they rent these convention centers, and they just try to find, like, the hottest, dumbest man in Kansas City possible. And they get there, and they're like, what a gargantuan task. But somehow they manage, and you know, eventually they put out the press release. So my friend sends that to us and is like, hey, I'm gonna be on the new season of The Bachelorette. And immediately the group chat was just like, hell yeah. Why? Why did you do that? And he said, because I was horny and wanted to be on TV. I didn't know somebody could so eloquently sum up every emotion you can have. You know? Horny wanna be on TV. That's my entire life. I used to just want to be on TV, but then puberty happened. Yeah. I mean, horny want to be on TV, that's such a poignant tale told in so few words. That's kind of my group chat's for sale baby shoes never worn. You know? And you know, with a mentality like that, he did immediately get kicked off the show. but I got to see my friend live his dream, you know? He was horny while on TV. I'm just horny online. What am I doing with my life? I grew up in West Virginia, which, yes, I like it. A lot of people seem to have opinions on it, but I don't know. A lot of the times I'll tell people stories from my childhood just to be like, hey, you know how childhood is. And immediately, anytime I share one of those stories, they're like, that did not happen. Like, I remember this the other day. When I was in elementary school, my bus driver crashed the bus twice in 1 year. And do you know how they punished her? Just put her on a different route. They're like, yeah, I'm sure things will be better on a road she's less familiar with. Yeah. Other route had more kids on it, too. I feel like that's a promotion for a bus driver. I mean, you gotta think, it is your one job to not wreck a busload of children. And then one day you gotta call your boss and be like, I did it again. You know, buses, they're not designed to crash. Like, there's no seatbelts on a bus. Well, there is one, but do you use it to protect the children? No. You have to protect your most precious cargo, the angriest lady we could find. So anyway, like I said, we crashed twice. One time happened on the way coming home from school, which is just a bummer because you want to be home. But one time it happened on the way to school. So basically, you know, my bus driver falls asleep, goes in a ditch. Everybody's always so bummed out at that detail. You know? Well, think of it this way. You know, one of my favorite parts of school was sleeping on the bus. I'm glad she got to try it, you know? Anyway, so we're in this ditch, and eventually the cops show up, and they're like, hey, it's going to be 2 hours for another bus. So either you can wait here for 2 hours, and we'll take you to school, or if you're hurt, you can go home for the day. And I don't know if you have ever seen 20 kids just unanimously agree to commit fraud. But of course, me and all my friends were like, yeah, I broke my leg, but I'll walk home. You know? I got Price is Right to watch. No, I did something dumb the other day. You guys know when you're on the train and they give that announcement and they're like, hey, no more service. Everybody get off the train. I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I was on a full train full of people, and everybody gets up to get off, and I was just like, I guess they all live here. I guess this is everybody's stop but mine. And, you know, I just have this huge group of people kind of staring at me, sitting on the train, just kind of like confused and mad. And eventually I put together the pieces enough. I was like, oh, me should be out there. So I stood up to try to get off the train, but when I did, the doors closed, the lights shut off, and the train just went. And they don't tell you what to do in those situations. You know, I had no idea what to do. I called my girlfriend. I was like, do I call the police? Every white person's backup plan? Help, shoot the train. But my girlfriend, she's very smart. She said, how about you hit the red button that says help? Wow, my rock. I never would have got there. So I hit the button, and it calls the conductor. And I was just like, hey, I fell asleep and missed my stop. You know how you lie to save your ego? And he talked back right away and just said, you shouldn't have done that. I was like, yeah, but here we both are. So can I get off the train? And he was like, at the end of the line. And that was 45 minutes. I wish there was more to this story. I did just sit in the dark for 45 minutes. Part of me wanted to just hold the button down and be like, hey man, can we just talk? He was like, no, you need to sit and think about what you did. Yeah, the bad part of it was I was supposed to meet my girlfriend's family for dinner that night. I know. And I told my girlfriend, I was like, whatever you do, don't tell them what I did. I don't want them to think I'm stupid, you know? And she was like, too late. They've thought that for a while. Is this a tattoo crowd? Do we have tattoos in here? Very nice. Wait, do you mind if I ask what your favorite tattoo? It's a big one? What is it of? Oh my God. Yeah, say that into the mic.
It's a Japanese warrior monk.
Okay, he named him. Hey, but that's very cool, you know? I like that. I have a few tattoos on my body, but all of them are hidden just because growing up, every adult in my life was like, if you have tattoos, you will never be able to find a job, right? Which is so silly because, like, we have tattoos, we have a job. And when I think about it, my friends who have the most tattoos, they're doing so well, they have like 4 jobs. I don't think they have any trouble. Okay. But I feel like it's because, you know, people of our generation, we have like nice tattoos. All of them are like artsy. They mean something to us. Every old person with a tattoo I've ever seen just has like a full bicep tat that says Myrtle Beach 1986. It's like, no, there are dozens of reasons you couldn't get a job, you know? No, I've been applying to a lot of jobs lately. I'm trying to find a new job. And you know the section on applications where it's like, you know, it asks your demographic information, where it's like, oh, what's your race? What's your gender? I was filling one out the other day that asked if I was a member of the LGBTQ spectrum. And the options were yes, prefer not to say, no, but I am an ally. No. And I liked that was an option. Yeah, I like that they tried to be woke. They were like, yeah, we want to hire allies, but we're also going to give equal voice to a guy who's like, sounds gay. Man, sounds pretty gay. No, I've been trying to get a little bit better. Been trying to pull myself up by my bootstraps. You know, turns out that doesn't work. That doesn't work, but you know what does work? I've been pulling other people up by their bootstraps, shaking them around, seeing if any coins fall out. Yeah. No, I did. I did want to thank you guys for coming out. I'm going to wrap it up here in a minute. It does mean a lot that people are here and, for the most part, like things. You know, it's nice when people like things. And I'm not like I don't post things online. I'm not a big poster. Hell, I might not post this. This might be a private YouTube video. This might be Jonah Eggleston submission clip 2026. But no, I will post it, you know. I just have such a posting, you know, fear because a while back, a comedy club posted a clip of mine, and it got 0 likes. And I don't think you have to be in the biz to know that's not necessarily the numbers you want to be putting up. If you're scoring 0 per game, you're about to get cut from the team, you know. And listen, I didn't get into this for the likes, you know. I might get out of it because the likes, you know. 0 is a jarring number, okay. I realize maybe my comedy's not for everybody, but for it to be for nobody, it makes you think, you know. You know, there's this part of your brain that tries to rationalize it, and you're like, oh, well, maybe the algorithm's not showing it to people. But then you see the view counter, and you're like, wow, no, all 60,000 followers saw that. I guess nobody liked it, you know. So anyway, it does mean a lot that you guys are here and like this. I'll leave you on this. When I was out at a restaurant recently, and when I say restaurant, it was a Burger King. But when I was in this restaurant, a mother loudly threatened to spank her kid. And I don't know how we feel about spanking. Like, are we for it, against it? No hard opinions. I'm not here to preach about whether it's good or bad, but I did take issue with the way she threatened to do it. Because she threatened to do it by saying, Bobby, you're begging to get your cheeks clapped. Which is gross, you know, that's his mom. If it was his stepmom, I might be back in. Right? Okay, thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Christy. Goodbye. I didn't plan an exit. Goodbye.